Good morning, everyone. It's Gal. We are continuing our Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise run. We just did Bearing Castle and Earth Crystal. Pretty much cleared the overworld outside of music. So it's time for the hook. At this point, I don't feel like we need to... I don't feel like we really need to go super deep on gear. Like picking up chests. I am going to do the Mad Ogre chest. Pretty much just grab stuff on the way until I get down to Mad Ogre. And then we'll try that and see how it goes. It'll partially depend on how bad the upcoming fight is, but we've got Quake. That might be rough. So we've got Rosa with Heroine Robe. Tella is set up as our healer. I'm not opening chests, and oh, okay. I was just gonna say I should be. Should just be able to one-shot these. Because I've got 2 Ogre Axes. Never mind, Sid sucks. Always nice to have a reminder. And it doesn't matter if Tella is down. More stuff for Edge. What am I doing? Ice Brand. We've got a White Spear. I mean, Ogre X's and White Spears, or in White Spear is not bad for where we're at. Let's go ahead and cabin up. I'm gonna switch out to the heavy armor here. Heavy armor in front for the Yang fight. I guess we'll figure out what the first fight is, but guards. That should be very doable. Let's go ahead and just try the Grimoire since we've got it here. That might just do it. Perfect. Okay. Very lucky. So the Yang here is gonna be a little rough, because this is a relatively punchy spot with a decent chunk of hit points, but get our white mages blinked up, and then get our front row berserking, and get the Quack Kid started. Get Sid started. As long as this Cure 3 actually goes off, we should be okay. Perfect. And we're gonna just berserk her up to cut down on the time between menuing. And because she does more damage than Sid does. Let's go ahead and blink up Kane, because he's the one that matters more out of the frontliners. So from here on out, Tella's pretty much just using Quake, or Blink. Not that it matters, because we already finished it off. 25k, get a few more levels. Now, at this point, let's see, we know one of the bosses in... We know one of the bosses in Dwarf Castle. We know top of tower now is Evil Wall. Trying to think of what we actually... like what the best spot to go here is, because I guess Dwarf would be one boss check. But realistically, we probably are going to need to find Darkness Crystal and... Tower Key. So I think despite that, even though this is a boss hunt, I think we go down here. This will give us 2 more boss checks, even if we don't do them right now. If there is one here that we can beat, I mean, honestly, we just wrecked those boss fights. So, or on the hook route. Now, those were also very easy boss fights. But, like, I do feel like we have a pretty solid setup. Pass means we don't necessarily need the Darkness Crystal, although we'd really like it so we can potentially do a D-Machine grind. Although there's Sirens right there, so that's maybe fine. Curse Ring, yeah, that pretty much settles it. I think then before we do any more bosses, we do our grind. Those aren't the bosses we're looking for anyway. So now I kind of have to decide if I want Sid or Tella. Because if we're not doing a D-Machine grind, then I think I'm going to ditch Tella. Rosa has enough hit point, or has enough spells now that she can pick up that mantle as a utility mage. And we do have Palom available. Oh, does Palom have Warp? I mean, I guess we're grinding anyway, so should be fine. Yeah, we're grinding anyway. Actually, valid curiosity here. Yeah, we don't really have gear for Yang, but you really just need levels. That's why he's good. And specifically, that's why he's good in this situation. We don't have a lot in the way of gear. But we can take this Yang and just... Basically, we don't have to use him at low levels. We're taking him straight up through the stratosphere here. We are just going to do an egg grind, but I feel like that's probably okay. It's not as fast as it can be, especially without 10 key items. But they're free. Like, we have Sirens. Oh, crap. I forgot to switch her back to the other arrows. Let's see if this works. I think it should. There's Warp. Perfect. So using Berserk on Rosa means that we are... If you only have one arrow and you're Berserked, it won't use the arrow. So we're kind of cheating the system, giving ourselves infinite Artemis arrows here. Poison and or thunder. Sure. Do we need more right now? I think let's do a few bosses now. We have enough power going that we should be okay. I think we need to go Dwarf Castle. Partially just for the key item check at this point. With the warp glitch on, we should be, or we can do both. This and Luca Cave for items. There's our Mylon. Or one of our Mylons. We'll need to do the other one. It's in the doll spot. So I think that's a pretty free spot with where we're at. Even better. White Spear should just wreck him. Never mind. I thought he was weak to undead. Or, I thought he was considered undead, weak to holy. Apparently I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. Unfortunately, we're running out of boss spots, which means that we're probably going to need to go to the moon. I do love the Mist Dragon palette on the hand. We do have free key items on, so we did not get, or we don't have to get the item from Rydia's mom for the Mist Dragon. Warp Glitch means that we can get back into the Crystal Room, which is actually the back of Luca Cave. Perfect. Save ourselves a lot of trouble there. Get our Darkness Crystal. And honestly, I think at this point, unless we get something like Tower Key, that works. Again, not useful, but or not progression, but useful. So I think at this point we go to the moon. The only stuff we're missing on Earth is Luca, and like Luca, Twin Harp. That's it. So we can either do key item checks and hope that we get that don't have bosses, or we can go start face checking the moon or beating bosses on the moon, finish our levels that way. See what we get. Flan Sword. I actually don't know that one. Stronger against slimes, but still not very strong. That is a garbage weapon. Okay, good to know. I have not seen that one. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay. The question will just be whether I can afford it. So we've got one black belt, so I'm gonna only go 2 power shirts. We don't have a Stardust Rod yet. Stardust Rod, Sorcerer Rune. Party Bow. See if I can scrape together enough money for one more. There we go. Two more, maybe? There we go. I think that will do it. Almost. Zeus gauntlets are awesome. And I think I'm actually gonna go crystal here just to round it out for now. Little extra protection. Okay. Well, the weapon itself was a bust, but the shop was great. We needed this, like, we just got pretty much all the rest of the gear that I wanted. If that doesn't scream, go ahead and just go to the moon, I don't know what does. Like, if we get a defense sword, cat claws, something like that, those would be the only things that would really improve our setup right now. And we can rotate Rosa over to being a white mage whenever we're ready. We have white robe, life staff, rune ring, or crystal she can keep. Yeah, we should be good. So heading to the moon, plan is going to be quick check on Cave Bahamut. Not the best parking job, but that's okay. Save so we don't have to redo that moon, or don't have to redo the transition. We need Velvalis. we need Mylon, so that's not a required check. I'm going to go off the assumption that what I need is not in Luca or... Oh, crap. I'm pretty sure it's faster to reset when I accidentally made that mistake. The animation for going to the moon and back is long. Okay. So, what we need to do is go through and check all of these bosses. We're just missing 2. The odds of those 2 being Luca and Music are low. Technically, we can just face check everything if we want. That meaning what we just did. Walking up, checking what the boss is, and then resetting. However, I think at this point we may... If there's fights we can take, we do still need a few levels. So I do think we want to take the fights that are most accessible. We do also have sirens, so we can theoretically do some gold dragons if we need to as well. I literally have a chart up and a window that I had minimized to be able to see whether or not we can... Yeah, this is not a spot that magic will work. This is also a very fast spot, it looks like. I must just be at a really bad number for, Okay. Well, we found one. So I'm going to do a couple things here. We're going to switch out to Life Staff White Robe with Rosa. And I think we're going to swap out a Curse Ring on Sid and see what that does. Like, he still has low agility, but it's not quite as abysmal at that point. Unfortunately, there's not really a good way to do this fight without having to walk back down to it every time. And Volvalis is always awful, so that's not great. Especially since this is, you know, a relatively high hit point and very punchy spot. The ideal thing here is going to be if we can get some blinks up. Ironically, this is the situation where Tello probably would have been significantly better than Sid. We're aiming for about 30,000 hit points here, which is a decent chunk. Also, don't have a way to get rid of Petrify, which I should have been paying attention to. Well, I guess we're just coasting now. We'll see if we make it. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. Let's see if we can get a hit off with Palom. I don't expect this to work, but it'd be funny if it did. And then Kane finishes it off before I get a chance to try. That's okay. One more down. And there's our pan. Awesome. So when we do go back down, assuming we don't find what we're looking for on the moon, we can actually very easily go back down, turn the pan in, get those 3 checks without having to do any of the extra bosses that we don't really want to do. There's still a chance that we need to do, something like the Odin spot or what was it? King Queen of Monsters. But there's a pretty good chance we don't. And that's kind of what we're going to bank on. Head down to the Wyvern spot next. At this point, I think all we're looking for is Mylon Z. Actually, no. We're gonna go down first. Where are our key items at, by the way? Track 8. Okay. So we'll do Ribbon Room first for the chance to potentially double our XP on the other fights. If we find 2 key items off of it. Alternately, if we find 1 key item and the crystal, we're also good. So this is 2 chances at key items. If we find 2, then it'll double the rest of our XP. Awesome. Free fight. We do have to wait, or we do have to wait through the cutscene, but that's okay. Free fight, 2 key items, or 2 items at least. We'll see if they're key items. We found a lot of duds, so like with the ninja stars and the edge weapons, so I'm kind of hoping that this is, you know, useful. There's our tower key. So that is a fairly fast check. I think we finished the moon first, so. This is not where we want to see Antlion. And that was supposed to be Blink, not Berserk, and we're probably in trouble now. But that's okay. Ideally, what I would have liked to do is use Blink and then use Power, Jump, and Quake to finish it off. But this will work. There are worse spots to find that, and I'm glad we found it here instead of in the next room over. Okay, that puts us on a path down. Let's go check our altar down here, and then we can also run up and check Wyvern if we need to. We still don't have 10 key items, so we're still not getting double XP. I'm not sure if I want this to be Mylon Z or not. Not ideal. Nice. Wanted to make sure Pelham got the levels. Oh my god. Why? Why have you forsaken me? Okay, well, let's see if Mylon-Z is a Wyvern. If it is, I think that's a pretty rough spot once again. But Mylon-Z's not too bad. He's just he just punches you. So once again, we can blink up and should be good. Still need the Harp and the Luca key potentially. And we still don't have 10 key items, so we may end up going over and doing whatever is at the Bahamut spot, but I'd really prefer not to. What I may do is just leave a save there. We can always reset and go back to that save if that ends up being the one spot. See if we can reset the count here. Unfortunately, lost the Palom. Package. Oh, I guess that's technically a boss spot we weren't thinking about also. Or at least I wasn't. So far the moon is kind of a bust. We did find Volvalis at least, so that's one boss down. And just to double check, that puts us to 10 key items. And we know that there is either Wyvern, Ogopogo, or D-Lunars. Ugh. On Bahamut. Like, I guess we can try it. Some of those aren't awful, right? Bahamut's one of those spots, if I remember correctly, that is incorrectly coded. A lot of the magic-using enemies, or a lot of the magic-using bosses, have very high physical stats because they never used them, so they just left it at max value. because it wasn't going to come up, and then randomizer does randomizer things. Well, let's see what we can do. That's not what I wanted to do. Should be good. Never mind. Stupid Yang. That's gonna blaze, which might be enough to kill Pelham. It is not. Blaze. Definitely just realized that Sid should be using the Artemis bow, but that's okay. If I used Quake right now, everyone would die because of the Blaze counter. So this should get Yang back up to full health. Kane is back up to full health. Oh my god. Big Wave might kill Yang. Yep, kills Yang. It's percentage based. He was below half of his health, so... Hey, you remember that time when I said if Palom used a Quake and it killed, it would have been fine? Okay. I totally forgot about Giant also. I think at this point we go back down to Earth and do the easy checks. Mid Tower, and Twin Harp. Maybe Package. We still don't have Luca key, but we've got 10 key items now. Whoops, where's my good airship? Actually, you know what? We're getting close on an hour again. I think we're gonna end this one here, and we will finish off next time with the rest of the checks we've got. So Twin Harp and Tower Key, Pan, if we need to, and we'll go from there. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.